Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our second episode of obviously member replays. This is where we dive in and react to obviously tier 2 members' duel replays that they have saved obviously from playing ranked or playing against one another. We're going to dive in with the first one obviously from Kaiko, including Yabel taking on the White Forest Ballesta. Let us get into this and begin. Alright. Okay, so based upon this engine, we have obviously access to hero plays, Yabel plays, and also... Okay, hero, Yabel, mostly hero, but the Yabel engine is implemented into it. I have played up against this deck myself where they play into the Neos Kluger and be able to bring out the Wiseman. I believe that's the way it works. Where's Mr. Wiseman? There he is. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled an opponent's monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the opponent's monster's attack. Also, you gain life points equal to that opponent's monster's defense. Which is pretty decent because one, it can increase your life points, and two, it's similar to the burn engine, obviously, off of the Yabel cards anyway. So, leading into Marsh Change could lead into a Dark Law, but you're going to trigger off the Lotus to get rid of to bring out the Spirit of Yabel. Spirit of Yabel set Nightmare Pain. To set Nightmare Pain, trying to get my words out. Destroying the Spirit of Yabel. Got the Neos Wiseman. Add the Yabel to the field. Targeting the Lotus. The Squirmer triggered, bringing itself out. Playing into a Yama or a Verte play. Okay. I suppose Yama you need... Oh, you don't run Yama. Okay. I was going to say you're going to need an Unchained monster. It's been a while since I've ran Yabel. I ain't going to lie. Okay, there's the Dark Law play. Oh, I see why you played it afterwards, so the fact that if... Oh, well, technically its opponent's graveyard is banished anyway, so it wouldn't have made a massive difference. The Fusion Destiny off of the Verte playing to DPE. It's not a bad end board, though. You've got to take into account the Yabel obviously is going to destroy itself anyway. Oh, you're tributing the Verte. Okay, smart, smart. Everyone's so used to the Yabel engine getting rid of the Lotus, but White Forest... Okay. So you've got to take into account, you've added a card, you can now banish a random card from your opponent's hand. You also have DPE for pop, you also have Phantom Yabel to field, basically, and the monster negate. We have Forbidden Droplet, which can get rid of the cards after effects are activated, so... But then again, I suppose you could go DPE and pop the Yabel and trigger the Yabel to bring out the Terra Incarnate. Maybe. Maybe. Hitting the Ballesta was an actual massive hit. Triple Tactics comes into play. Take control of one of your opponent's monsters, leading into the Dark Law. The Fiendsmith engine, dropping the Engraver. That is such a good play. Going with Triple Tactics, to then be able to use the Engraver in the graveyard was actually a smart play. The only problem is, DPE can now pop them both, go to the graveyard. Fiendsmith Engraver will still trigger, going into trap. DPE could trigger the effect during the end phase. Tracked, adding Luri. Luri to graveyard. Luri special summon. But the Phantom of Yabel will negate. Or not. Okay. Mate. I don't know, mate. Was that a smart play? I don't know if it... Maybe me interrupting there would not have been as much of a good play. Because I suppose you could save it for sequence. If you really wanted to. And now you can equip. The LZ gets rid of the Requiem. Be able to play itself onto the field. Special summon. Okay. Play into the fusion play. They can still special summon the other White Forest, which is initially what I thought they were going with. Sylvia's out on board, which is practically a negate. Now they bring out the other White Forest, playing into Baron de Fleur. Are they going to go into Sylvia as well? Okay, Droplet, getting rid of the Wiseman and the Yabel to negate the Baron and the Sylvia. Allowing the Phantom of Yabel to still have a negation play. Not bad. They're going into SP. I suppose, yeah, you're going to kind of have to force out the Phantom of Yabel, otherwise you're not going to be able to play into your Sylvia or even your White Forest combo. So the SP, trigger off Spirit of Yabel, special summon Yabel back to the field, playing into Silvera. Silvera flipping the Yabel into face down defense mode, but battle phase. The problem here is, if this Silvera attacks, it's going to do 4,800 damage to blue. It's insane that people do not acknowledge that what just happened. Like, the fact that Silvera decided to attack the Yubel, knowing it does piercing damage and knowing it does double damage, is mental. Okay. The SP can still play off, but destroying the well, say destroying the SP, you don't really need to. You just attack into it and deal the self-damage. But them attacking the Silvera was insane. They didn't necessarily need to do that, but okay. It is what it is. GG. Okay, so we're going into the dual triangle replay. This is with Trickster playing up against the Sharks. I don't think I finished the event. I think I've got like 2 more wins and then it's all done. Got the gems I need and that's all I care about. But anyway, here we go. Obviously, if you're unaware of how Tricksters play, having Reincarnation already in hand is actually terrifying. Although you're not going first, so it's not too much of a problem. But you do have Effect Veiler. Okay. If you're unaware of how Tricksters work, each time your opponent adds a card from the deck to the hand, you inflict 200 damage. But if you have Trickster Light Stage, you inflict another 200 damage. Basically, it's a heavy burn build. Oh my god, I can't even flip related cards. But yeah, you can play off Candina. So when this is normal summon, you can have a Trickster card. Each time your opponent has a spell, inflict 200 damage. Which would then lead into Lilybell, so that way you can special summon it from the hand. When this card flips back damage, you can tag one Trickster in your grave. But ideally, they all work in their own way. You will be able to reveal this card, target Trickster you control, special summon if you do return the monster to the hand. Yet again, another very effective play. And then if your opponent takes effect damage, special summon this card. So ideally, they all have their own benefits, but it's how you want to play around them. Candina can obviously add into Licorice, or even add into Lilybell. Lilybell special summon. But yeah, anyway, let's get it underway. Here we go. Okay. Not bad. Out comes Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw on the... well, Veiler on the Buzzsaw. Okay. The thing is with fishes, they always have another card they can special summon by controlling a fish card. Okay. Activating the spell card, Aquajet Surface, special summon Surfacing Big Jaws. Triggering the effect by adding it to deck to hand into Silent Honorar. Okay. Leading into Exi Armor Fortress. Okay, fair. Be able to add 2 rank up spell or traps. So this could lead into Ray Lancer. Okay, let's see how this plays out. The Trickster, obviously, Reincarnation's crazy. Especially the fact at one point it was capped at 1. Okay, Light Stage triggers, target a card. The great thing about this, it shuts it down. They cannot activate this card. This is what makes it so terrifying. The Candina comes into play, being able to into Licorice. Licorice can now target, well, special summon itself. Return the Candina, trigger off the Korobane, send to the graveyard, punch and destroy the XZ monster, leading into 200 damage off the field spell. Activating Angel Blue Eyes. Yeah, I don't know what Angel Blue Eyes does, but we just learned it's more burn damage by targeting the monster you control. Another 200, trigger the effect, set 1 normal trap. There we go, Reincarnation. Wait. What? Banished her entire hand. Gone. There we go. Picking up 3. The thing is, normally what you would tend to do is go with the Trickster Reincarnation and have Droll in hand. If that happens, you're done. You got no game. Game over. Okay, special summon. Activating the effect Exi summoning into Shark Drake. Okay, Shark Drake's a monster that can attack. And then it can reduce the attack of your opponent's monster to 0 and attack again. Leading into Vase. Target 3 monsters in your grave and shuffle them into the deck. Okay. It's crazy because this match is going fast, but it feels like it's not even sped up, which is crazy. Okay, Big Jaws. Leading into Drake Shark. Trigger the Licorice to burn for 200 plus 200 off the light stage. Special summon. Activate the rank up trap card, leading into Silent Honorar. Okay. Silent Honorar can now snatch up the Licorice and gobble it up. Playing into Exi Armored Fortress a second time. Being able to add 2 rank up cards. Armored Exi. Okay. See, anything regarding like the XEs and stuff, I always call rank up cards because that's pretty much what they are in their own, in their own sense. If that makes any sense. Utopic Ray Lancer. Okay. Because, wow, you can banish the card to then target 1 Trickster monster in your graveyard, special summoner. Korobane. So what does Korobane do? During damage step, one trips on monster battles and opponent, you can send this card from your hand or grave. Okay. So it's just a protection play. Okay. Triggering the effect, detach one material, conducting a second attack. Punch him for 8. Why can this not attack? Or did it? Why did that not attack? Oh, it's because they can't attack directly, I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So, okay. Fair enough. Activating the quick play chain summon. Wow. That's so cool. I've never seen this card before in my life, but that's Dimensional Fissure. You know how sick that is? Activate as a chain link 3 or higher. You can conduct up to 3 normal summon sets this turn, not just one. You cannot activate this card if multiple cards with the same name, such a card effects are already activated. Wow. Virtue Stream. Activate. Add the field spell of Candina. Activating the light stage. Adding Licorice. Licorice now comes out to the field. This is where you can start link summoning. Conduct the normal summon because you can obviously conduct 3. Add in the Licorice again. Licorice return the Candina. Normal summon the Candina. Re-add Trickster Festival. Playing into the link of Trickster Colchia. Into the link play of Trickster Holy Angel. That's like another... Oh my. Bro, they're going to get decimated now. Link summon into Bloom, which again, burns another 600. Oh, so it's only 200 damage for every monster special summon to a link point. But even still. Into a second Trickster Holy Angel. Oh, Noble Angel, sorry. That's Holy Angel. They literally look the same. Triggering the effect. Target one face of card your opponent controls and destroy it. Banishing the trap to prevent it from being destroyed. Oh my god. Trickster Reincarnation can special summon Licorice, which then will burn again for another 200 plus 200 off the field spell. Mate, this guy's about to get burned to death. Playing into yet again another link summon with Foxglove Witch. Punch him for another 400. Increasing the attack, trigger the effect, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card they control. Wow. 1000 damage plus another 200 on top, triggering the effect to gain attack. Oh my, do you special summon? Like, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Tricksters are something. They really are. I will show you the deck build after this momentarily. If you are interested in running the Trickstar engine in the event or in wherever. You know what I mean? Here we go. Okay, so White Forest against... I didn't acknowledge what they were using. Okay, Super Heavy Samurai, but normally this is... you don't really see the Samurais as a standalone build. Normally there's kind of some other engine into it. I remember at one point I ran Super Heavy Samurai and they're a really good deck. The only problem you had is no spell and traps, because that actually cop blocks every effect for the Super Heavy Samurai. Gig Gigant. Imperm comes in, negating. What I'm going to do, these projects I'm going to do once a week. So potentially, obviously, because if I do this all the time, every single upload we do on the channel will end up being dual replays. So we'll do these, I'll release this every Sunday. Yeah, so obviously every Saturday I'll potentially record it, Sunday will be release date. Okay, so I'm Dragon Core, add the spell of Trap. Cyber Dark Realm. Leading in. Because obviously the more members we get and the more replays we have to react to, I'm probably going to have to start using speed up on it as well. So Okay. Right, let's speed up on this. So I just into the Chimera, trigger the spell, normal summon the Chimera, send a spell, add Power Bond, play into Seizure, activate Cyberdark, send a Cyberdark to the grave. Okay. Regeki. Wow. It's so interesting to see Silent Magician. I don't know if Silent Magician has a summoning animation, so I kind of want to slow it down from this point. Okay. I don't imagine it would, but it would be interesting to see it come to the field. Use it as fusion material, okay. Into Risalago. Ghost Ogre coming for the destruction. There's no negation applied though, it's only destruction. Pops it off the field. Adding the Azamina Sinful Spoils. Adding the wanted... Okay. Tribute a monster off. Activate the Hollowed Azamina. Activate the Hollowed Azamina. Trigger the wanted spell card to be able to add a Diabolesta. Drop off the Sinful Spoils Azamina wanted card. Okay, Saint Azamina come into the field. Okay. Special summon at level 9 into Azamina Moa Regina. Special summon the Risalago back. The Hollowed Azamina, the LZ. Popping 2 of the back row cards. Bruh, the synergy in this deck is incredible. Like, genuinely. I don't particularly like playing up against it. But watching it play is insane. Just, I don't know what it is. There's something satisfying about seeing a bunch of fusion monsters on the field. Knowing this deck is synchro focus. Okay. Set the Sinful Spoils. There's another fusion play. Activate. Send the spell card to the grave. Adding the Diabolesta trap. Well, Sinful Spoils trap. Okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is game. That's mad, though. That you only conducted 8 special summons. Okay, here we go. The White Forest Azamina. We'll go through a bit of speed up on this one. Okay, Memento. Memento does combo off massively. So, Gatic. Gatic comes to field. Target the Mace. Normal summon. Send to grave. Activate the spell card. Brings out the Witch. This card... Oh, wait for it to come to the field first. Yes, it's this one. Reveal those 2. Target 2. 3. Okay. Oh, you just shuffle them back to bring out the boss monster. Okay. Why did they play into the Anima when they don't have a target? Or is there a gimmick that we should pay attention for? Creation King comes out. Okay, so 3 mementos from the extra deck or deck to the graveyard. Okay. So what's the point in popping yourself? Hold up. This card is what I was talking about. So if this card is destroyed by card effect, you take one of a memento and add it to your hand. But level 9 or higher memento monsters can attack directly. If this card is normal special summon, you can activate this effect this time. Which is crazy, because even if it gets nuked off the board, this effect still applies. Okay, called by the grave after Silent Magician, which is kind of interesting for them to actually get rid of, but okay. Playing with the White Forest into Sylvie. Activate the spell to add yourself Reselia. Reselia on the special summon. Trigger the effect. Send the spell. Activate the spell. Set the spell. Play into Golden Allure Queen. Golden Allure Queen brings out Chaos Queen. Diabolesta comes out. Brings out the Allure Queen level 3. Clearing them off for a Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel getting the Banish. Activating the Azamina. Get rid of. Right. Deception, that's what I was supposed to say. I call it an Azamina card because it does Azamina engine anyway. So yeah, so we disposed of our Sylvie, activating the Hollowed Azamina. I assume... Oh, okay, cool. That's Saint Azamina. Onto the field. Saint Azamina can target... Mate, that's so good, man. Saint Azamina, card going to the graveyard. Wow. Like, the idea of having double pop as well is crazy. Like, you got Chaos Angel, the Golden Allure to make, obviously, your Allure Queen's effects, quick effects. It's crazy. So, for you all wondering, if you are interested in the Azamina build, this is the deck build Natalie runs. And it works insanely well, genuinely. You may have seen it in some previous duels before, and also you have the Trickstar build as well. It's weird because it's so simple, but it's so crazily effective. The only problem is your Trickstar reincarnations you are, your Candinas you are. I think that's pretty much it. Licorice is... You got Honest, which is you are as well, but other than that, it's... right, okay, actually, it is very fucking expensive. So, Angel Blue Tears, then you've got Trickster Light Stage, then you've got the Reincarnation, and then you've got the Candina, and then you've got Honest as well. Veiler if you don't have them, Ghost Ogre if you don't have them, Nibiru if you don't have it. It's that's just talking main deck. Then you've got extra deck, like they're common. Holy Angels you are, there's only one of those. Then you've got the Fiendsmith kind of engine with the Closed Heaven. But yeah, other than that... Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Duel Replays. Take care of yourselves. If you are a member, be sure to obviously leave them in the Duel Room tab and the name of it, and also clear off the old ones I've reacted to. It'll be massively appreciated. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. See you guys next time. Peace.